Hey family, what's going on? Happy thought-filled Thursday. Listen, I want to share something with you really quickly. And I know this is going to be a hard conversation because it wasn't easy for me to have it when things went awry. Needless to say, it's a discussion that we all have to have. Are you ready for the worst day of your life? What do I mean by that? Coffee, what are you talking about? I'm talking about when somebody that is a breadwinner for your family, that is a primary breadwinner, that is the person that you have to lean on for food, clothes, shelter, for the primary things for your family to be taken care of when they depart this life. We all want to live long. Everybody has that story. Everybody wants to live long, live strong, all of those things. Yes, that's wonderful. And that is our hope. Yet that may not be our reality. That may not be what we experience. And we have to be ready for that worst day because it's going to happen. It's inevitable that we all have to depart this life. We don't know when, we don't know how, we don't know where, we don't know what's going to be our lot as far as our last moment, where it's going to be at, if it's going to be, we just don't know the details. That's something that the creator of the universe leaves a blank canvas. There's nothing that we can fill it with. We don't know. We have no clue. And because of that, we have to be ready for that worst day of our lives. Somebody that we love deeply is going to leave us. It's just inevitable. Are we ready for that worst day of our lives? Do you have guardrails in place? Are there any resources that your family will be able to utilize when you leave here? Are you going to leave them burdened or blessed? Are they going to be trying to pick up the pieces, not only of them losing you, but the pieces of you leaving them a bunch of debt or dysfunction? Listen, this is a true conversation that we have to have, and I know there's a lot of reluctancy around it, but it's a reality. It's just what it is. We're humanoids, and we are here on borrowed time. We're not going to be here forever, and so I just want us to get ourselves prepared for the worst day because it is coming. Somebody that we love is going to leave here. I have lived through it, and firsthand on that day when I go to the hospital to see about Mr. Brown, and the police come in there and tell me he had a massive coronary and passed in transit. I wasn't expecting to hear that. But what I do know is that he and I had had the uncomfortable conversation several times throughout the course of our journey together. And we had already made sure that when either one of us, that when, either one of us left here, that everything was going to be all right. Everything was all right to the tune of my being able to relocate to a brand new state, to put my children in a beautiful home, to be able to work at their school with no salary for an entire year. I had been retired since I was 28. I was 34 when he passed away. He had retired me at 28, and I was 34 when he passed. I didn't have to work until I got to be maybe like 45, something like that. And I made a conscientious choice to enter back into the workforce before then so that I can make sure that I was ready for, what would happen next for my life, for my journey, for what I needed to accomplish. And it's only because we'd had those uncomfortable conversations and we were ready for the worst day of our lives. We have to be prepared, family. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Are you ready? In our culture, it's unfortunate, but we've seen it time and time again where we're not ready. We don't have the uncomfortable conversations. We don't need to be afraid to talk about what's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's a reality. Hopefully, not today, not tomorrow, not 10 years from now. Hopefully. Yet the reality is it's going to happen. We don't know when, how, or where, or why. None of those factors are something that we have the control over. But what we do have control over is preparation. Are you prepared? Is your inheritance, investment, and insurance intact? If it's not, then we need to work together to make sure that it is, especially to my business owners. Listen, having a business that doesn't have systems and is not scalable, it's not a blessing to the next generation. That's a problem, a huge problem. That's a huge burden that nobody wants. We got to work on making sure that we have systems and they're scalable so that when somebody comes behind us to have to pick up the pieces where we left them, they can literally continue on the path because they have systems and the systems are scalable. We have everything in place and we're ready and we're prepared. So let's do that. Let's work on that. Let's get ready. Let's get prepared. Let's not act like we're going to be here forever because we are not going to be here forever. I'm just being honest with you. I sold insurance for years. And when I was in insurance, I saw a lot of calamity. Let's make sure your family is going to be good when you leave here. Let's not leave them frail and attempting to have bake sales or fish fries to take care of the things that you should have took care of. It's our responsibility. So let's take it seriously and do what we got to do so that when we leave this life, we're not leaving anybody burdened. We're leaving them blessed because they're going to need something more than just your memory. They're going to need your money. Peace.